All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Audrey. Welcome to my 100-day project. Today is day 89. Oh my gosh. I am definitely in the home stretch. I am starting a new sketchbook today. I am doing a different subject starting today until the end. And wow, I just want to say thank you, for being part of this journey so far. Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, yeah, if you didn't catch my latest video or my two videos ago, I showed you a flip through of my second sketchbook. It's right here. And I just talked about like things that I've learned, things about pattern making, some tips, and then I did a full sketch, a flip through. I also shared three of my favorite paintings, but as you know, it's so hard to choose like just three that I was really happy about. Like it was seriously really hard. But look, I actually reattached it. I tried my best. It was still really hard and I did put a lot of glue, but I was able to reattach the pages. So thank goodness. Yeah. No, okay. Anyways, I'm very proud of this one. This was my first one. I haven't labeled this one yet, but yeah, sketchbook number one, sketchbook number two, and today let's open up sketchbook number three. So I'll just do this just while I'm talking. Um, yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Linda. Thanks so much for joining. So if you're curious, I have gotten asked this a few times, but this sketchbook is from Jerry's Artorama. And if you just go to that website, I believe it's in the description. Jerry's Artorama. Yep, you can just find it down there. And the brand is called Reflections with an X. I know that's probably backwards on your screen, but Reflections with an X. And this is the size 5.5 by 5.5 inches. And I really like this size because I think I'd explained this way in the beginning, but um, when you have like a large sketchbook or just a large sheet of paper, it's sometimes intimidating because you feel this pressure to fill in the whole space. So I thought that it might be too daunting for me. So I wanted to start with a smaller size and that would, like it would take out the pressure of, yeah, making a huge painting or then having to compartmentalize it and whatever. So I was like, you know what? Forget that. Let's just start with a smaller size and I'll be good to go. So I love how just clean this looks. Like, look at how clean and prim and proper it looks compared to these guys. Ah. Yeah, but these are well loved, right? That's what's most important. So let's go ahead and open this up. So I really like this sketchbook if you haven't tried it yet because you can paint on both sides. Some watercolor sketchbooks I've seen, or watercolor journals I've seen, you can only realistically paint on one side. I mean, you can technically paint on both sides, but the other side tends to behave a little bit differently. So that's why I prefer, yeah, this one. If I can find another kind of journal, another brand that where you can paint on both sides with ease, then I would love to try it out. But so far, this is the only one I have found. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, let me see. I also had to, I changed out my Stay Wet palette. Remember this guy? So I kept the sponge. Let me see. Oh, I'm trying to peel off the paper. So I kept the sponge, I re-wet it, and then now this new palette paper is just kind of sitting on there, soaking it up. I might just want to spritz it a little bit just to kind of prime it. You don't have to, but yeah, so I'm excited to start a new palette of colors. Who knows how it'll fill up? We'll see. But yeah, so thought I would show you that. I also rearranged my office or my studio space. I know it's kind of hard to see because you don't see the majority of my room, but I got rid of the um, I got rid of the bookshelf or the drawers that were right here before. So I moved that to that back corner where my logo is. And then I moved the short bookshelf that was there over on this side. So I did this whole rearrangement so that I could try to free up this desk space. This is just extra information. This is what I've been doing over the weekend, but or just yesterday. So I did that, and then I ended up removing all the gouache that were on that drawer unit. So now they're all just sitting in here in addition to the ones that were in the pineapple. So I really need a better system for organizing my gouache tubes because this is a little ridiculous. Um, I need to be able to like see all the colors because right now, yeah, they're just in a big mess. I mean, I like that this is clear so I can kind of see everywhere, but this is not the ideal storage situation. So again, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I am all ears. Um, all right, so like I mentioned, from here on out until day 100, I'm going to be painting cacti and succulents. I do have a list that I want to do for every day, but I have no idea if I'm going to do like a close-up painting or like a formal portrait looking thing, or if it's going to be a landscape or a pattern. So I have no idea how that's going to look. So every live stream will be just a little bit different, but it's definitely going to be cacti and succulent. So if you have a favorite cacti or succulent, please let me know in the comments or please let me know in the chat and I'll try to give that a look. But tonight I'm going to be painting the saguaro. So if you're not familiar with the saguaro, like here in the US, you can definitely find them, you know, in the Southwest area. And I didn't know this, but they grow like really slowly. So I think, you know, the typical saguaro, hold on. So I think the typical saguaro is like, you know, like you have the main stalk and then you have like all those arms, right? But I think what I yeah, they can grow up to, or they can live for almost 150 years, or often exceeding. And then I think, like, for it to grow an arm, I think it like takes like a really long time. I'm like scrolling through Wikipedia right now, but I'm pretty sure it takes a long time. Yeah, so I think for the most of their life, they're just that one big stalk, and then yeah, an arm comes out like every once in a while. So when you see a saguaro with lots and lots of arms, um, that usually means that it's a pretty old one. I could be completely wrong, but I remember learning about that like when I was like visiting that area many years ago. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I thought I would start with that because I have painted the saguaro before. Oh, I forgot to bring my example. But I'll show you the example in a little bit. Um, but I have painted the saguaro before and it was a landscape. So I'll show you guys that later. But um, yeah, so tonight I want to do, I think I'm gonna do like a background and then the saguaro like it'll look kind of like a portrait. Like I know it sounds confusing, but something like that. So let's see how that goes. But I'm trying to find the right colors right now. Um like look at all these colors. So I think for the background, I want to do like a really nice pink. So I have my opera. I think if I mix this and my white, oh no, where's my white? There it is. Okay. So if I mix a little bit of this, I want like a really nice pastel pink color. And then I think this green is really nice for the saguaro itself. I do like my evergreen color as well. It's a little too bright. So I'll go with the leek green. And then I'll do some white for highlights. And then patina was kind of bright from what I remember. Oh no, wait, maybe I'll do this color for the background. Yeah, it's pretty, it's like not quite pinkish, but maybe just pinkish enough, right? Um, like it's more peachy than pink, right? Having a hard time deciding. Yeah, I think maybe I'll go with this only because I think I want like the saguaro to stand out more. So if I have the saguaro this color and then I have this as the background, like I feel like the saguaro would stand out really nicely. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah. I think maybe I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna try to go for like a very graphic way of oh, you guys can't see me. Hello. I think I'm gonna try to go for like a more graphic look for the saguaro. Um, Instead of going for like, realism or yeah, I'm gonna try to go for not quite abstract though either, 'cause, I'm not really like that, but something in between. So let's see. Oh, by the way, so while I have this view, let me grab my cacti painting. So when I did my 100-day project back in 2017, so this was April 2017. For that one, I actually did paint like every single day, and I put out a completed painting every day. It was quite exhausting. I don't know why I did it like that, but yeah, anyway. And towards the end, I also did cacti and succulents, and this is what I came up with. Ta-da! So I'll show it to you this way. Yeah, so it's like a little landscape. I sketched out the saguaro. I love that, they just really stand out. I was really proud of this. So this is actually a print of my actual painting. Um, yeah, I was really impressed that I could even do a landscape. Like, yeah, this is what I mean. Like the 100-day project can really surprise you. And yeah, I, 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 I don't know how to explain it, like you just get into it and then you start going along for the ride and then it, yeah, just takes you places that it might feel uncomfortable and brand new, but then you look at the results and you're like, whoa, like that's so cool. Like I didn't know I could do that, and that's so important. And so this is proof that I attempted landscapes many years ago. And even though I never came back to it, like this is inspiring me right now. But anyway, tonight's saguaro is gonna look quite different. So let's get into it. Let me move these away. Ugh, so many. Okay. Let's start with a new palette, new colors. I'm pretty excited. So I'm actually gonna start with the oof, with masking off the edges. Yeah, well, let me know, you guys, how you're doing and what you're up to. Um, while I'm doing this, I'll also talk a little bit about my weekend because I went to Nashville. If you didn't know, I went to Nashville Thursday through Sunday with my friend, and wow, it was a lot of fun. I've never been to Nashville. We also tried to, like look at some naturey stuff and like do a little bit of like very light hiking. And then oh my God, and also look how cute this washi tape is. It's cacti. um, yeah, so we did all of that. We also went to a Taylor Tomlinson concert. We, let's see. We ate a lot of good food. A lot of people gave us some great suggestions on where to go and what to eat. Um, yeah. We did check out the music scene a little bit. I'm not a, huge fan of country music. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't know enough about it. Um, but yeah, but we did check out like some of the bars and some of the um, yeah, some of the area. Like there's Broadway Avenue, Broadway Road, Street. I don't even know. But there's that main road where all the bars are. So we spent an evening there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so some washi tape, like it kind of like rips in the middle and it's so annoying. Sorry, let me zoom in a little bit. Hi Stacy. Okay. You are making lariats. Can you explain what that is? And then did I go to the Parthenon? No, I did not. I know someone told me to go there too. And I was like, wait, what is that? I was like, but isn't there one in is it Greece? Right? I was like, wait, is it the one in Greece? I was a little confused. But no, I did not go there. Linda, you've never been there? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say you're missing out, but I mean, I think it was fun. Um, yeah, I think I also forgot that Nashville is the state capital. So when we went there, I forgot about that fact. And so when I saw that the state capitol building was there, I was like, wait a second. And so that was kind of like a nice surprise. And so we learned a little bit about the history and yeah, the history of the state, history of the city, and just how Tennessee was involved in, some of the world wars and stuff like that. We also, oh, see, this is what happens. I hate it when like it just rips in the middle like this. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay. All right, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to because this washi tape is not cooperating. Um, Laureates are beaded necklaces. Oh, ooh. It's the exact replica. Oh my gosh, then I should have gone because I've never seen the real Parthenon. Oh my gosh. That would have been really cool. Okay, I wish I knew that because then I probably would have gone. Oh, you're from Memphis. That's cool. I don't know how far Memphis is from Nashville. Let me know. But yeah. We did drive out like to some of the smaller, like cute little towns because like one of our friends was out there. And so I loved visiting like the little shops. And there were so many like cute little plant shops and I was like, oh, should I buy a little cacti, for this project? As inspiration. I did not, obviously, but sometimes, yeah, I wish I did. And I did see some like rare house plants that I haven't seen anywhere else. And I was very tempted to buy one, but I did not. I was pretty good about all that. Okay, finally done masking the border. Oh, 3 hours. Okay, yeah, I would not have made the drive out there because we actually drove from Chicago to Nashville, so that was kind of crazy. But okay, let me zoom out just a touch. Oh, sorry. Okay. Mm. Oh, no, now it went out of focus again. All right. Well, let's get into it. I will turn on some music in just a little bit, but I just wanted to chat like while I do some of this, like setup and quote unquote boring stuff. Okay, I'm gonna need a good amount of this. Ooh, gosh, it's like all crusted up. I should probably fix that. You know what? Next time when I do a background like this, I almost want to maybe just put it straight on the paper. I wonder what that would be like, you know? I wonder how that would feel. I will fix that crustiness later. Let me get some of this green. I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of this green just because, um, you know, most cacti and succulents are some type of, you know, greenish color. So I don't want to limit myself. I'm just going to put some white there. And you always need like a lot of white. All right. So here's my color palette. I'm going to sketch this real quick. Let's see. So again, the background is going to be mostly that pale coral color. And then, oh, I need my inspiration photo to help me. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, now I think I'm done. So, all right. Oh, Stacey, you live in Jersey City. Okay. Is that in Tennessee? I don't know. Um, but that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna start painting, turn the music on. Thanks again so much for being here. I hope you also have a good time of painting. I realized that we completely, you know what, I just realized we forgot to do our breathing. I'm so sorry. I was like too excited to start painting. So let's just do a little bit of breathing just to get ourselves in the right mindset. So let's do that. Okay. Let me bring us back together. And now let's paint. So I'll see you in a little bit. Have fun. Just let go of any expectations. I'll admit I'm a little nervous to start a new subject, but I can do it and you can do it too. I'll see you in a little bit. bring you back together. Wow. Yeah, I really like how this turned out, and I'm glad I went with that pale coral background because, yeah, this green really stands out. I love how bright this is. Like, yeah, I'm so happy. This looks so cute. It's exactly like what I envisioned in my mind. Yeah, and I really wanted it to be as minimal as possible because again, I'm trying not like a completely different style, but just, doing something that's a little bit different than what I'm used to. And I really like how this turned out. Ooh, okay. So I'm glad I started with a subject that I'm somewhat familiar with, or not just a subject, but like a specific prompt that I'm a little bit more familiar with. Again, this is what I painted almost um 5 years, no, 6 years ago. Yeah, because I did it in 2017, probably like late summer, so it's a little bit more than 6 years ago. And again, this is the biggest difference between watercolor and gouache too, right? Like with watercolor you can really get those like faded fuzzy colors and that like sort of impressionistic look, right? um and then like you really see a difference in like the shadows and the highlights and things like that, right? So this was watercolor, and then you have gouache where the colors are a little bit more flat, they're matte as well, but they're still so vibrant, and it's really because the Holbein brand is also just amazing gouache. But yeah, like this was like I can't really say anything about like how difficult it was. Like I feel like both have its um complexities despite the fact that this looks a lot simpler. I think the common misconception is that just because it looks simple, it's easier. And that's not always the case. And that's what I'm discovering because this was really easy to plan. I could follow a photo. I could, and I know how to paint some of these elements, right? But sometimes when you break it down to its simplest forms and colors and, shapes, you almost have to think twice as much because you need to like you don't have enough like details to work with, so you have to convey the same message with less details. It's as if you're trying to explain a concept but you can only use like 20 words. And so you're very limited, and that's how I felt like I was doing in here. Like I didn't feel like my hands were tied. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like I'm really trying to push myself and really challenge myself to paint simpler in quotes, but really looking at the essential details. I think that's what simple looks like. You're just looking at the essential details. So, yeah, I really like how this turned out. I love that the new style that I'm exploring, where it's a little bit more graphic, a little bit more flat. I really like that. Ooh, cacti flowers. Yes, Stacy, you are right. I probably should try adding something like that. There are some other cacti where the flower is very obvious, and so I will definitely be adding flowers for sure. Hi Linda. Okay, yeah, you're in New York. Yeah, right. A little bit north of New York City. I do remember you mentioning that before. That's what I say too. I'm in Chicago, sure, but I'm not really. I'm like 40 minutes north of Chicago. So I know some people are like, you're not really from Chicago, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, so here is the painting again through this camera. Ta-da! And now my first page of the new sketchbook is done. I can't wait to fill the rest. I doubt that I can come up with this many cacti and succulent prompts, but I'm thinking of maybe even after this project is done with 100 days, I'm thinking of even just on my own, like filling this sketchbook with just plants. So I'm thinking of doing something similar to this. I like this like portrait kind of style. Um, but then do other house plants. So as you can see, I already have like a bunch of house plants I've some there. I have that huge monstera. Oh, well, you can't see it, but it's, I have a huge monstera in my background. And then I probably have another like 20 plants just like around my house. So, and most of them are like unique varieties and unique plants. So I can't wait to, yeah, maybe use them as inspiration and fill the rest of this sketchbook. Because with the remaining 11 days I have left, I'm only going to fill like a quarter of this sketchbook. So I think that's what I will do for the rest of this one, and maybe do it like in this portrait style. We shall see. But I'm really happy. This looks so cute. Ugh, so cute. Okay. Well, thank you so much again, so much for joining. You guys are the best. This week I will be live also tomorrow and Thursday. So same time, 8 p.m. Central. And I hope to see you then. Tomorrow I'll be painting. Ooh, let me see. I put it on my schedule, but I didn't put it in the live stream title just yet. I think tomorrow, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna paint bunny ear cactus. They're super cute. And then Thursday, I put on my calendar old lady cactus. I'm gonna have to look, Google that again. I don't remember what that looks like. These are also not the official names, obviously, but yeah, bunny ear cactus, then old lady cactus. I might change that if it looks too complicated because I don't want to like totally get flustered on live on my live stream. But anyway, thank you again. You guys are the best. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.